I don't want this to turn the last time where every 2 seconds it's, we haven't gotten him yet, we haven't gotten him yet. This trip, we're getting him. I'm freaking out right now. Oh my god. I've never done a trip where I've been in 3 different states before. Oh my god, it's right there. What is going on, everyone? Day 3 up here in New Hampshire and just New England. Day 3 up here in the New England area, going after boreal species. Right now I actually finally changed out of my camo sweatshirt, and one of the reasons being because this sweatshirt says moose on it, and this morning I really want to try to photograph a moose, so that would be really awesome. I've never seen moose, but hopefully we're gonna get one this morning. This may know it's cool outside. There's actual frost on the door handles to the car and on the mirrors. That's crazy. Right now it is actually really cold outside. It is currently 30 degrees. So it's cold. And that's what's going on. It's cold. And there's moose and black-backed woodpeckers to be photographed. You know what's bad and there's no food around when you have to pin Dunkin' Donuts. So we're making our way down the trail toward the bog. It's still pretty dark out. We were able to get here earlier than we did yesterday. And apparently if you get out to this bog spot early enough and are pretty quiet, you can sometimes get moose. So that's exactly what we're doing. So we're making our way out to the bog, being kind of quiet, and we'll see if we can find something. Oh my god, is that a moose?
No, it's a woodpecker.
Oh my god, it's scary.
I don't see it.
So frosty. Oh, raven. Ooh. Oh my gosh, there's a cannon shade just came right in.
Put a little bit of food out for this guy.
Sure. Oh, it's so cold. I forgot to mention this, but it's actually 22 degrees outside right now. So it is freezing. Okay, just put down a little bit. I'm curious if I sit here, will they come? Yeah.
Mommy has a grouse. Go.
What? Are you freaking serious? Mom is probably the spruce. Holy shit, Mom, that's a spruce.
Come on, I'm
Hang on. Oh my god. How'd you find him?
I saw my husband.
I really hope he's still there.
I watched him for a little bit and he stayed.
Okay.
Quite quiet. It's away from stuff.
Oh.
It's gonna be on the right.
Alright. I'm gonna be ready with the camera. I just really hope it's still there because that was a spruce. How much further? Okay. Is it still there?
See where that stick is marking?
No. It's still there.
Okay.
Oh my god. Hang on, let's see where it goes. If it lands, we're just going in after it. Okay. Oh my god, it's right there. It's a freaking spruce. It's eating the pine needles. Holy freaking. That's it. It's right there. It's right there. Let me just see. It's a freaking spruce. Oh my god. Oh my god, if he goes out, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I gotta try.
He's going out. Just keep your camera here. Take the picture.
I am. He's just gonna freaking come out.
Spruce.
Yes, 100%. Male. Male spruce.
He's just eating.
He's eating the needles.
Everybody's looking at him.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Freaking awesome.
And it's a male too.
Check the freaking target bird.
Number one target. We've gotten every target now. Every single target. Like freaking Spruce Grouse. It's so hard to focus though because it wants to focus on all the pine needles. And the eye detect doesn't work because it's so deep in the woods. There's so much clutter. The eye detect isn't working. I just happened to see it come out. I just saw the shape and it was picking all the pine needles off the tree. I freaked. It's high though. Like it's really high. And I see, like, I don't see him right now. I'm content to just kind of wait here for a little bit though. This is my main target of the trip. Is he still there? I don't even see him anymore. I can't believe we actually got it. Mom, when you said that there was a grouse, I knew it probably wasn't a ruffed. And then when I saw it fly through the woods, it was too dark. Then I'm like, there's nothing. That's a spruce. I saw him land, and then I just went, oh, there's a duck. What the hell is that? Oh, pintail. When it flashed, I just saw it, and I just was like, pew! And then I saw it in the viewfinder, because the viewfinder brightens everything up because, you know, it's electronic. I brought it in the viewfinder, I saw that it was a male, and my heart stopped. He didn't leave. There's no way it left. But, I don't even see him right now. I know right where he is, but I don't see him. Double grouse trip. So, how did you find it? Did it fly off the trail or off of the woods?
It's here, you can never find them, you know?
Oh, yeah. We walked right past it.
He flew right across and landed right over my head. He came from this way and went.
Mom, what are the frickin' chances?
And then I wanted to get you. The phone doesn't work.
Mm-mm.
And all the forest looks the same. Then I'm like, how am I going to find this again? So that's when I found that little white branch. And I put it in the road.
I see a little bit of movement every now and then. I see the pine needles. I'll give it a little bit longer. I'm curious if he's going to come out, because if he comes out, I'd love an opportunity for some better pictures. It couldn't have left. It couldn't have, crawled through the spruce trees, did it?
That I don't know.
It's not going to climb from branch to branch. They're too loady, and you see the movement. Oh, look, the sun is starting to come up. Do you see that? Oh, if it comes out right now. Mom, if you hadn't been behind us, we never would have gotten it.
And if he hadn't flown, I wouldn't have seen him.
No, that's what Tom was saying. That's the only way he really gets them in the winter, or the fall, late fall, winter. It is if they're either on the ground coming down to eat the grit, or if they're flying from tree to tree. There's a can, Jay. I'm going to try to walk around this way and see if I can see it from the other side. Let me know if you see any sort of movement. Oh, the white-winged crossbills. Oh gosh. I'm freaking out over what just happened. So I came out here to this boardwalk that I'm on right now. Right out here because I wanted to get out here early to look for moose. And my mom was still back at the car running a little bit behind, getting some snacks and stuff. And as she was making her way out here, she saw a grouse fly out of the woods. And she marked down the location with a stick and ran to get me. And it turned out to be my last target of the trip, which was my lifer spruce grouse. And it was a nice adult male. And I think I captured all of that on the GoPro because I happen to have the GoPro on because I was hoping that I could capture a moose or something as it came up. So if that came out, that would be really cool. But I'm freaking out over that. That was such a huge target for me. I really didn't know if I was going to get it or not. I think I got some decent shots. And now we're just out here looking for moose and also going to try for some photography because it's just so nice and frosty out here. Have my wide angle. Going to try some different stuff with the Canada jays and the chickadees and nuthatches and all that kind of stuff. Also this morning, once again, there are a lot of white-winged crossbills and some pine siskins flying overhead too. But I'm freaking out over the spruce grouse. It's crazy. Let's see if it'll go again. It's really far, but somewhere back there, I just heard the black-backed woodpecker drumming. Give it a minute and see if it comes in. That's it. And the way that you can tell, as Tom taught me, is it kind of tapers toward the end. So you can hear it. It's also a really deep peck. It's like a really hard, deep peck, and then it kind of tapers.
Visual in the face.
Yeah.
Pictures.
Holy crap. We're just waiting here. And it landed right behind me. Not the best pictures, not the best lighting, but was able to get some decent shots of it. And I got to see it. That's just still pecking away right there. But everything, I've gotten pictures of everything pretty much. And I've gotten all my targets, which that never happens. I can't believe I got all my targets. And seeing that black-backed woodpecker right now, that totally makes up for the 7 hours looking for them in the Adirondacks. This is incredible. Making our way out this area. Looking those. It's freezing outside. It's just about 9:30. It's 9:23, and it's only 24 degrees outside. So the sun is up, and it's still so cold out. But really amazing time over at that spot this morning, getting tons of great stuff. Third life for the trip, double grouse, just incredible. And then on the way out in the parking lot, there was some white-winged crossbills perched up in a tree, and I was able to get some pretty good shots of them. So now I think we're going to go head over to get some breakfast, head over to one last spot, and then we're going to head home. But this has been an incredible trip, and I've gotten all of my targets, which is incredible. That never happens. I was really not expecting that to happen, but I'm so glad that it did. So we tracked down a Dunkin' Donuts, and we got some food. Now we're getting gas. Next we're going to head off to one last spot, and then we're going to head home. But that spruce grouse, it was just crazy because it really just dissolved into that tree. When my mom first saw it, she saw it fly across the trail and landed in this tree. Then when I came up, it flew back into the woods. I chased it down, and then I just saw all these spruce needles falling and movement in the top of this spruce tree, and that was the spruce grouse. Then it kind of came out, poked its head out a little bit, and then truly just kind of dissolved into the tree. I don't know any other way to really put it, because then it just seemed to kind of disappear. I didn't see it again. I tried looking for it on the way back, and it was gone. And I didn't see it fly out. And you would have seen the branches moving where it was, so it wasn't like it went to another tree. It just somehow just completely camouflaged itself in there, which is crazy. My mom actually thinks she may have had a second one on the way back when she was walking back to the car, but it looked a little bit. It looked like it may have been a ruffed based on the behavior that she told me. I think it probably was. But double grouse trip. Back in Vermont. If we have reception, I've been to this spot where somebody, let me look, along this road, I have a pin where somebody had a Boreal Chicken. Somebody said Boreal Chickadee about half a mile up the road, and then there were pins from last October, but the most recent was that there was a Boreal Chickadee about half a mile up the road. And then as far as the goshawk, somebody got goshawk along this road, and they said it was right at the intersection where it flew off with a half-eaten ruffed grouse.
That would be freaking cool.
That was black-capped chickadee.
You have your windows open?
Yeah. I have no reception right now. So just half a mile up this road, and then right at the intersection with Stone Dam Road.
Stops, Trace.
What?
Is that a raptor straight out there?
Do you have bins? I don't see what you're looking at.
Pull up a little bit more, Trace. Stop.
In a tree, perched.
It was in a tree.
Chris, you gotta do better than that. The whole thing was lame.
Yeah, that really was. That was bad. That was worse than. That was worse than right there.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of enjoying my coffee. That's why.
Well, then don't sound the
You know what's weird here?
I agree, and people have been getting the Boreal chickadees around here, and this habitat reminds me very much of the habitat where we got them before. Honestly, I could see spruce grouse being Somebody said that back in the spring they got one with chicks crossing the road. We had a little bit of a lull, but then our goshawk just took off on the side of the road. I saw it really briefly, but it was a huge exhibitor, and it was in a Cooper's. So I'm in the woods right now trying to track down this goshawk because I saw that it shot back here. I just don't know where, and I really want to get a better view, but I mean, it did not look like a Cooper's. I've seen a lot of Coopers. This definitely wasn't an adult goshawk because it wasn't that steely gray color, but it looked like a juvenile goss. I'm trying to look around through here, traveling through all this stuff. See, the problem with a goshawk is they can just maneuver right through these trees. What the hell is that supposed to call it? Dying something?
That's what I was thinking. What the hell was that?
Did you see it?
No.
Oh, it's a big hair dying.
We were just driving along this road looking for the goshawks. Then there was a grouse on the side of the road, fired off one shot of its back. I got out to try to get some pictures. And then on the opposite side of the road, I saw and heard 4 grouse just like explode off into the woods. Went in after them. I don't know. I'm just really hoping I can now get pictures. I don't really know if the other one moved or what happened. I mean, it's crazy how these grouse just kind of move around and just kind of disappear and stuff. Is this the area where there were all the grouse?
Right where that rock was.
On
a
the
little
right.
bit past that rock.
See that big rock on the right?
Okay.
That's what we marked.
Now look in here because they were all in here.
And into the grasses on the side, but that's all I saw.
That's all I saw too, but to me it looked like a ruff, not a spruce, but I'm just still gonna... It had a tall neck and it looked bigger. And it had that crest and stuff. Yeah, I just got it. That was ruffed. Yeah, it was on the left and then flew over to the right. The GoPro probably got that. That's why anytime I go out for grouse now, I'm putting on the GoPro because... Yeah. It shot back, like it didn't stop. So... Another grouse. This one was definitely a ruffed. Was able to get some decent views of it. Not really like any photo, video kind of things. I may have caught on the GoPro it shooting across the road. But yeah, so another ruffed grouse. This really seems to be a grousey kind of area. So, we are, I think, just about 2.5 hours away from home at this point. I haven't been vlogging on it much because there really hasn't been anything that eventful going on, and I was actually driving some of the time. But now we just stopped for some dinner at Chipotle. We're going to finish out the drive home, but wrapping up a really, really awesome trip. Getting absolutely all of my targets. It's hard to say what my favorite bird was. I did get the lifers, let's think about this. 4 lifers, black-backed woodpecker, ruffed grouse, spruce grouse, and then the surprise goshawk. Probably the most surprising lifer of the trip was by far the northern goshawk, because I knew around the area where we got it, that there was apparently one around there. But that really surprised me, and it was just kind of luck that it happened to be sitting on the side of the road, and then I just saw it as it shot off into the trees, and it shot off, and I wasn't able to see it again. But that was probably the most surprising lifer of the trip. It's hard to say a favorite lifer. The black-backed woodpecker was really good because that was one that was kind of a nemesis bird for me after spending so much time looking for them in the Adirondacks. And then ruffed grouse, they were just kind of cool to see them like darting across the road and stuff. And the spruce grouse was just one that I really have wanted to see for so long. So kind of all the lifers that I got, I can't really pick a favorite, honestly. But really an awesome trip. Might do a little bit of a wrap up when we get home or tomorrow. But if I don't, just an awesome trip. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.